Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Tournament 42 of Omega. Currently in Era 4 Limit Break. I need to shrink myself really quick, but before saying my name is Claeb, I will be your host for this evening. I need to scooch here. There we go. Last week, we had 2 people reach Stage 7, both of which failed in the earlier sections. It was, I believe, Phil Folsom and Claeb Bergstrom, former champion. And, of course, it was the champ who came out on top. So he is, again, your last man standing. In terms of the women, we have a new face in Julia Chanaudet as our current women's champion, ending the reign of Isabella Folsom. And, of course, unsurprisingly, your Chatter's champion, running at number 98 this week, which is probably a record for the highest position we've ever seen from a Chatter. And of all people, go figure, it's the weatherman Joe Moravsky. 9-time Chatter's champion. He could hit double digits tonight. And your best debutant, also in the top 10, along with another debutant, Bar Fatal, Alan Vergu. Your best debutant for this week. We're going to see him running in the top 10 as well. But in the meantime, we have 100 competitors, some of them new faces, trying to break the upper limit, and it all starts with Stage 1. Stage 1 is Tachyon Circuit. It consists of 15 obstacles divided into 3 laps. Lap 1 consists of Sonic Swing, the Giant Cycle, and Hawk, Shark Ladder, Whiplash, Spider Dive, and Dreadnoughts. Lap 2, Sonic Pole Jump, Salmon Tilt, Bungee, Spider Corner, and Ejector. Finally, Lap 3, Sonic Curve, Angle Ladder EX directly into Bungee. Spider Maze, V2 from Musso with the Bouncing Spider segment included. Finally, 10 years under Stephen Parker. Time limit is 300 seconds. Should you complete the time segment, all 3 laps, you will then face the first of 4 bosses in Pythagoras, the Mathematical Menace. You're on a conveyor belt. There are 8 gates in front of you. For each one, you must solve an addition or subtraction equation with 2-digit integers. Should you do that in 60 seconds, you'll beat a boss. You'll beat the boss. And if you beat all 4 bosses, you'll win $500,000. Top 75 move on to Stage 2. There will be 25 eliminations in this opening bout. We start this roster with 17 Chatters, 8 women, and 13 debutantes, some of which are both, or multiple, or maybe even all 3. None of that particular case tonight. But, speaking of women, we're going to kick things off in Omega 42 with Kunoichi champion Ayano Oshima. See how she does on the Tachyon circuit. Not particularly great. Spider Dive. That's the mark to beat so far. These 2 are some of the last competitors to even get into the roster. Oshima and this man. From one champ to another, 2-time Sasuke champion Yuji Urushihara, a salesman. Get all the way to the Angle Ladder. That's pretty freaking good for someone who's about to be in his 50s. No shade, just facts. Monk still got it. Anyway, Kai Diol, first of 17 Chatters to run tonight. Getting to Ejector. And again, that obstacle was a lot more difficult than it looks. And we saw Yuji fail in it in UBM. Maxim Rizov, and I apologize for any visual errors or mispronounced names you may see or hear throughout this broadcast. First of 13 debutantes fails on the second obstacle. That is, in fact, an oof. Zach Akenstein running next, failing on Bungee. And in order to qualify as a Chatter, as per usual, you must either be the Chatter's champion, guarantee yourself a spot, or advance through both stages of the Chatter's challenge, which is our mid-segment. Every tournament, there will be at least 15 Chatters along with our Chatter's champion. Ben Barron's running next. Getting all the way to Spider Maze. That is very good. He takes the lead over Yuji. Kevin Carbone running next. Spider Dive takes another victim. Lucas Real, meanwhile. I feel like we haven't seen them in a minute. Angle ladder. Not too bad. Lily Abriat, another debutant, and a woman failing on Spider Corner. Nearing lap 3, though. Pretty impressive. Aussie Green, another chatter, getting to Salmon Tilt. Max Prinz, meanwhile, is bested by Bungie. And, whoa, this dude is a force to be reckoned with. Oliver Lutman. See what I mean? It gets all the way to Angle Ladder. He actually beat Mount Bittercold, one of the only people to do so. Enzo De Ferrari Wilson, meanwhile, maybe one-upped him by becoming a finalist in Omega. But even he is no match for the ejector. Victoire Andrier. Third obstacle takes her out of it. Evan Mail, another chatter. Another Whiplash fail. Austin Barron. Nails on Dreadnoughts. Champion of Ninja Warrior Vietnam, of all things. The Godfather David Campbell. You know an international show is easy when an international competitor beats it. Not easy, but comparatively. Or either that, or David Campbell's just goated. He's goated out of the way, but still. Jonas Suda, as David Campbell fails on Angle Ladder, EX. And Suda fails on Whiplash. Former semifinalist, might be out of it already. He was a semifinalist, right?
No.
Oh. I'm thinking of someone else.
Oh.
Probably Oleanic. Anyway, Isis Rothfork. We may have our choke point. Whiplash. Yu Chen Shao, one of the Soul Reps of Taiwan, does even worse. Failing on Shark Ladder. Colton Skewster. Salmon Tilt. Decent run. Early into lap 2. Anton Fomenko. Spider Dive takes him out of it. One of the biggest names of the women, in terms of the women in this roster, Olivia Vivian, rep of Australia, is bested by Spider Corner. Another debutant in John Brosler. Never mind. Pretty sure that's the first obstacle. Yes, it is. Save on the first element, fail on the second. About as rough of a run as you can get. Kane Casillas. The Faux Dragon fails on the third obstacle. You got to see a man fly, Isaiah Thomas. First man to beat the Ghostly Gang. Speaking of bosses, he's going against Pythagoras. Damn, we're only a quarter of the way through the roster. In terms of boss clears, I think the only one he's beaten is the Ghostly Gang. To my knowledge, anyway. I will check. Isaiah Thomas. Yep, just the Ghostly Gang. He could get a second boss in Pythagoras. Quarter of the way through. Good so far. 3 gates. Make it 2. Make it 1. He's got it. Isaiah Thomas gets his second boss clear. Wow. And of course, the Flyboy beats the Mathematical Menace. Lepsak and Obi and Renee twice. Smith twice. Munier 4 times. Alberti, Yusuke, McClintock, Walker, or McClintock twice. Walker, Miyaoka, Phil Folsom, Giacomo, Mortans, Eridos twice. Britton, Luke Beckstrand, Noirel, Shemla, K-Rod, Moravsky, Thomas. A lot of people clearing Pythagoras because it's stage 1, to be expected. Josh Salinas, meanwhile, trying to join him. He will not. Sonic pole jump takes him out at the start of lap 2. The content creator, Bob Reese, grandson of Brett Sims, bested by Bungie. Jessica Pills is back and is bested by Spider Corner. Alvinton Songkwang, another chatter, bested by Angle Letter. It was so difficult in lap 3. Former finalist, tragic hero of Omega, Clément Gravier, champion of Ninja Warrior France. And he does reach Pythagoras, because go figure. In terms of boss clears, he has not beaten Pythagoras. He's not beaten Lugia. He's not beaten any of them. So the Mathematical Menace could be his first. 1. Quarter of the way through. Come on. That's 4. Saving on 5. That's 6. That's 7. He does not have the time. And he is bested at the end of Pythagoras. He just did not have the pace. Very good run, though. He will take second. Definitely moving on. Amir Malik, former semifinalist in OMEGA⁴, is bested by ejector. Kyle Soderman. And his bubble is bursted on Whiplash. Su Lee, another debutant, another climber, bested by Dreadnoughts. Fabian Scheibner recently made his appearance on Ninja Warrior Germany, or soon to make his appearance.
Yeah, we'll be seeing him on Ninja Warrior Germany today.
Oh, well, that's awesome. Well, good luck to Bobby. He's bested by Spider Corner. Hopefully he does better in Ninja Warrior Germany. Loose Cannon, RJ Roman, former A&W finalist, is bested by Angle Ladder. Simon Bruna, former semifinalist, second banana to Kane Lebsack, if I recall. Bested by Angle Ladder as well. Saving on Spider Corner and on Salmon Tilt. Kind of a run. We saw his grandson running earlier. Now it's Brett Sims, the inventor. On his returning appearance, he fails on Dreadnoughts after a save on Whiplash. That is rough. Jonas Utelli, however, does even worse, failing on Shark Ladder. It's literally a kid's version of the Salmon Ladder. It's horizontal. He's just jumping over the jumps. Oh my god, it's D-Render. Spider Dive. Never mind. And here's someone we haven't seen in a... I feel like we haven't seen this dude in the roster in quite a while. Joel Motley. And I cannot recall which international series he was the champion. Australia. Thank you. Austria, sorry. Alright. See how easy it is to get them confused? Sorry. Bungie takes him out of it. K-Rod, Kevin Rodriguez. Angle Ladder EX after a save on Spider Corner. Takes him out of it. Not out of the equation, though. And here's someone I still can't believe that this man did what he did. Becoming a finalist, the only one in OMEGA⁴ so far. And it's been more than 10 weeks. It's Max Feinberg. And even he is no match for the ejector. Yannick Floy, believe it or not, is not a debutant. Saving on Dreadnought before failing on the second one. That is kind of not great. Mr. Musso, Philip Scott. Never mind. Second obstacle. Yuri Proktin running next. And he just times out on 10 years. Half a second short. That, he got close. President of the JPA, member of the Morimoto Sedai, Jun Sato.
Hear the music for once.
Yeah, because the only thing is you won't be able to see the overlays.
Yeah.
Which you'll be able to see them in the broadcast anyway. He also times out at 10 years because he was gassed by the time he even got there. Gil Morantz repped Israel and Sasuke at one point. That's by ejector. Daniel Boldarev, also failing ejector, and rounding out the first half of the roster, former Chatter's champion, it's Yuxinator. He's bested by Salmon Tilt. Kicking off the second half of the roster. And if you're wondering why it's not our best debutant, it's because he's in the top 10, along with another debutant who also got there. But as for our number 51 spot, it goes to Ninja Warrior Poland's only champion, Jan Tatarowicz. Bungie takes him out of it. Mid-lap 2, middle of the stage. Not bad. Only 25 eliminations. And that means Isaiah Thomas is now guaranteed to move on, as if it wasn't obvious enough by the fact that he beat this freaking boss. Hollis Lansford. Oh, timing out on Spider Maze. So tough.
Oh yeah, shout out to this guy for beating Mugia, Hollis.
Oh god, yeah. I can't believe that. Zach Toussaint, never mind. Save on Sonic Swing and a fail on Shark Leg. Dardia Akurova, also failing Shark Leg. Host of Sports Roulette, Kane Malden. Unfortunately, he's not here to see him failing on Shark Ladder. We have a fail streak. Tom Alberti breaks it and gets to ejector. Hans Hertz, finalist in OMEGA 17.5, but we don't talk about 17.5. He's bested by Spider Corner, for obvious reasons. Former champion, 3-time finalist, Jay Lachey Lewis. Champion of WNL and Omega. You name it, he's done it, including failing on Spider Corner. Near the end of lap 2, Christopher Cosser, another debutant, who's bested by Spider Dive. Host of Ninja Warrior of Roblox, Bubba Ace. Sonic Pole Jump. Not too great, but not particularly awful. He is 37th out of 60. Not good enough to move on, but we'll have to wait and see. Technician, Tyler Smith, 2-time finalist of Omega. And of course, he reaches Pythagoras with over 20 seconds on the clock. He's already beaten this boss twice. He's not beaten Lugia, though. But he's beaten everything except Lugia. See how he does against Pythagoras tonight. Could he get a 3-peat? No, he will not. Failing on the first gate. Maybe saving his energy for Lugia, for all we know. See how far he gets, though. Oh, fail on gate 5. That is one of the roughest runs I have ever seen on Pythagoras, and it had to be the freaking technician. But good enough for second, although really that'd be third. Yeah, definitely gonna have to move on, though. Josh Miller, meanwhile, not as lucky. Dreadnoughts. Here come the Beckstrands, or I guess maybe singular Beckstrand, because it's just Luke tonight, if I recall correctly. And he's going against Pythagoras. Just under 9 on the clock. In terms of boss clears. Luke's beaten this one before. He's beaten Lugia as well. Can he beat Pythagoras again? No. Gate 3. Nope. Denies him another boss clear. And gate 4. And what?
Dude.
Well, I thought it couldn't get any worse. Failing the same gate 3 times. Consecutively. But, I mean, it's good enough to move on, so maybe that's the strat for all we know. Seb Bullion running next. Another debutant who's also bested by Whiplash. Host of Ninja Warrior Worldwide, Topaz Neo.
He's right here.
Gets to Ejector.
Oh.
That's pretty good.
Not so probably.
Multi-time semifinalist and 3 consecutive tournament last man standing, back-to-back-to-back last man standing, Caden Lebsack. That's by Ejector. Again, it's a lot more difficult than it looks. It took out Yuji, for God's sake. Tommy Matthews. Bungie, on the other hand, not great. Max Gunna. We haven't seen him in a while. Ejector, though.
Yeah, Ejector.
Again, we may have multiple choke points. Yannick Nagel, another debutant. Save on Salmon Tilt and fail on Spider Corner. Co-host of Omega, Betty Kins. Never mind. Sonic Swing nearly takes him out of it, but what does is, of all things, the Shark Leg. Maxime Despois, Spider Corner. Ooh, I believe former champion of Ninja Warrior France, and the only international competitor to attempt VL Burst on Sasuke. Leon Sharif. Serving on Angle Ladder, but he fails on the next rung. Josiah Papel. Never mind! Whiplash. Former last man standing, taken out on the 3rd obstacle. Meiichi Narasaki. Ooh, the Bungie grab on Bungie. I feel like we haven't seen this dude in a while either. Bo Lewis, another chatter. Multi-time chatters champion, failing on Salmon Hills after their save on Dreadmills. Salaryman, former Sasuke finalist, Ryosuke Miyaoka. Failing on Angle Letter EX, good enough to move on and eliminate John Brosler. That is your first elimination with Yu-Chen Shao on the bubble. John Brosler is a debutant. I didn't put him on the list for some reason, and his number is... Check. John Brosler. 24. Oh, wait, I did put him on the list. What am I talking about? That puts us down to 12 chatters. We're about to lose another chatter on Yu-Chen Shaoa, maybe at the hands of Charlie Ball. Spider Dive. May not be good enough. No. It's now Josh Miller, and Brett Sims was already guaranteed to move on, and now Josh Miller is as well. Yu-Chen Shaoa, unfortunately, is not as lucky. First chatter to be eliminated, putting us down to 16 chatters. Kane Malden on the bubble. That's Daniel Gill, maybe the man to eliminate him. Kingdom Ninja takes out the host of Sports Roulette. 15 chatters remain. And we got a debutant on the bubble, Maxim Rizov. Tomoa Norasaki runs next. Not a debutant, bested by Ejector. Rizov, on the other hand, is the second debutant to be eliminated, putting us down to 11 chatters. Daria Akrylova on the bubble. Ethan Gardilski runs next. Former Chatters champion. Angle letter EX takes him out of it. Enough to eliminate Akrylova. I believe that is 7 women and 10 debutantes. Yeah. Get that off the list. There we go. Betty Kinn's on the bubble. Damn, the hosts are being decimated right now. Loic Fortier running next. Former semi-finalist is bested by Ejector. Saving on Salmon Tilt. Good enough to eliminate Venny. Right about next time, I guess. Puts us down to 14 chatters. We're about to make it 13 because Philip Scott is on the bubble. As Ninja Warrior Israel champion Snail Samyot runs next. Never mind! Samyot is out of it! Well, he's about to be out of it because he fails the shark ladder. But it is good enough to eliminate Philip Scott and guarantee Austin Barron a spot in Stage 2. That puts us down to 13 chatters left. Asa Lashesa Reynolds running next as Jonas Utelli is on the bubble. Make it. Jonas Utelli out of it. That is a debutant, putting us down to single-digit debutants. We're down to 9. Zach Doucet on the bubble. Joseph Meister running next. Sonic Curve. Good enough to move on and eliminate Zach Doucet. Samyot's already on the bubble as our women's champion Julia Chanaudet runs next. And she's out of it. So, just like that, we will have a new women's champion. And it's on the first obstacle. Julia Chanaudet. Thank you, autocorrect, for being useful. We're down to 6 women.
That's impossible.
That is awful. Sean Arms running next. Whiplash!
Oh!
As Shu Li is now guaranteed to move on. Samyot is out of it. Evan Mail on the bubble. We're about to lose another chatter. Maybe at the hands of the boss, Elijah Browning. Will he beat his first boss? No. Spider Corner.
No, Kane!
Evan Mail is out of it. And Kane Casillas may be next, unfortunately. Where is he on the Evan Mail number 50? That puts us down to 3, 7, 10, 13? That can't be right. Yeah, I think it's 3, 6, 9, 13. It is 13. 13 chatters left. We're about to be at 12 anyway. Because Kane Casillas is on the bubble. Maybe about to be eliminated at the hands of Yusuke Morimoto. The Prince reaches Pythagoras again. Kane is out of it.
Just barely. Look at his stamina.
Oh! Nearly
Yeah.
beat the Klaxon. But he just did not. He was nearly completely gassed. Let's see how he does against Pythagoras at this point. In terms of boss clears, he's beaten this one.
I get it. He might do it again.
He might do it again. He's got the time. He's got the pace.
Look at that.
He's got the stamina. And he's got the clear.
Yeah.
Yusuke Morimoto gets another repeat on Pythagoras. And again, he is 2 bosses away from Getting a full clear. Just gotta beat Ho-Oh and the Ghostly Gang. Meanwhile, unfortunately for Kane Casillas, that will be it for his run tonight. For all we know, he could get back in next week to next week's tournament. Isis Rothrock is on the bubble as Evan White runs next. And that will do it for Rothrock. That is a woman and a debutante eliminated, putting us down to 5 women and 8 debutantes. Ladies and gents, with Victoire Andrea on the bubble, here come the Folsoms, starting with Sam. And of course, he reaches Pythagoras and he beats the Klaxon. Sam Folsom has not beaten Pythagoras.
Gain stamina going for 10 years and a mistake in hard.
Oh.
What?
Wait, that's...
Gain stamina on and off.
Well, I mean, there is a
Yes,
rest
sir.
point, but still.
Like, yeah, he probably like refreshed his stamina.
Yeah.
But it wasn't shown.
Yeah, I didn't show it, I guess.
Oh, yeah, but 20 seconds between it.
Yeah, it took 20 whole seconds. See what he does against Pythagoras. It'd be his first boss clear. Definitely not the first for the Folsoms. Saving on gate 2.
Forward.
That's
What?
4. That's 5. That's 6. That's 7. He does not have the time.
Oh,
And he's again denied a boss clear.
What did you say about a math problem? Did he almost hit the wrong button and then suddenly stop?
Oh, well, you could, make a trip while you're on a conveyor, when answering a math problem.
Yeah, because you're on a... You gotta
Yes,
remember, you're
yeah.
on a conveyor belt for the whole time.
Alright, so.
Good enough to just get into the top 5, though, and eliminate Victoire Andrea. The list, that is a debutante and a woman. In the case of that, 4 women and 7 debutantes remain. With Kyle Soderman on the bubble, we move on to the top 10 from last week, starting with our second best debutant, Bar Fatal. Getting all the way to Angle Ladder. That is very impressive. Good enough to eliminate Soderman and put Suna on the bubble. Former champion of Ninja Warrior France, Matthias Neurel. Eliminates Suna. With Sean Arms on the bubble. Definitely moving on. Kai Beckstrand running next. That's not an integer, you're right. Kai just times out on 10 years. He was gassed by the time he even got there. Good enough to eliminate Sean Arms. Put Seb Bowen on the bubble. Another debutant. Maybe about to be eliminated at the hands of 2-time A&W champion, Texas Ninja, Vance Walker. Never mind.
Oh!
Spider dive.
Damn.
He's guaranteed he's going to be P74. That was close.
That was close.
That was another scare. It's usually Ryosuke Miyoka's been doing that recently, but now it's Vance.
Yeah, that's me.
Seb Bowen is out of it. Puts us down to 6 debutants. Josiah Papel on the bubble. Running next is your W&L champion, Noah Munier. About damn time he pulled that off, and he got to Pythagoras again. In terms of boss clears, he's done it 4 times.
Oh my god.
This would be his 5th. He's beaten Ho-Oh twice. He's beaten Lugia. The only one he's missing is the Ghostly Gang. Surely he can handle Pythagoras for the 5th time. No, gate 2.
No.
Stops him in his tracks.
That's
And that is gonna cost him the run. Or is it? Yes.
Oh, I need
Still got to gate 7 though. That's still really impressive despite a fail on gate 1. Papel's out of it. Ayano Oshima on the bubble. And next is Alan Vergu, the best debutant from last week. And he's out of it. Shark Ladder takes him out of the equation after a save on Sonic Swing. Or rather, the Giant Cycle. Your current champion, the man who reached the upper limit, Jackson Erdos. And he's trying to beat Pythagoras again. It would be his 3rd time pulling that off. See how he does. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. Halfway point. 4. 5. 6.
6.
Does he have the time?
7. One more.
No!
Oh!
Saving on gate 8. That trick might have just cost him the run.
Oh.
So close. However,
Golden Canadian.
not good enough to get into the top 5. Oshima is out of it. That puts us down to 3 women remaining. At the end of nearing the end of stage 1, Apriat, Vivian, and Jessica Pills. D-Render's on the bubble. We're about to lose one chatter at the hands of another.
One of them.
Maybe at the hands of the weatherman, Zomorovsky. It will.
Hey.
D-Render is out of the equation, putting us down to 11 chatters. Christopher Koster on the bubble. Charlie Ball, now guaranteed to move on. Phil Folsom running next. Spider dive.
What?
Good enough to move on, though.
I made it.
He's going to be in 72nd at the very least.
They could go.
Koster's out of it, which leaves only 1 run to go. 5 debutants left. Kevin Carbone on the bubble. It's either going to be him moving on or A&W and Omega champion Claeb Bergstrom. Take a fat guess as to who that's going to be. Carbone's out of it. Bergstrom moves on. And with that, let's have a look at our clear overview. In terms of the chatters, we are down to 11. Kai Diol, Zach Akenstein, Aussie Green, Alvin Ton Chong Kwang, Fabi, Yuxi, Bubba, Topaz, Bo Lewis, Gordulski, and of course, Joe Morofsky. As for the women, we're down to 3. Lily Abriat, Olivia Vivian, and Jessica Pills. Debutants, we're down to 5. Lily Abriat, Sue Lee. Pretty sure we lost Daria Akurova, if I recall. Yes. So we are down, actually, to 4. Lily Abriat, Shu Lee, Yannick Nagel, and Meichi Narasaki. One of them will be your best debutant for this week. Killer of Stage 1 is the Ejector. 75 remain as we move on to Stage 2. Stage 2 is Sunken City. It consists of 9 obstacles and is a water-based stage. First is Whirlpool, a buff version of the backstream with fans and typhoons going in all directions to throw the competitor off and to throw him down. Typhoons, cyclones, I can't remember the proper term. Whatever. New obstacle in Deep Abyss. Bungie's to cargo. First split decision between slide the box jellyfish and diving rules. 2.5 is Aqua Tackle. Literally just tackle, but in the water and you're pushing stones. Second split decision between Serpent and Cannon Plunge. Then it's Jump the Shark from Holy Moly. Fishbone Dimension, penultimate obstacle of the time segment. Finally, Magic Wall from Ultima Kunoichi, or just Kunoichi. Time limit is 285 seconds. So a few seconds have been added. Should you beat that, you'll move on to the second boss in Lugia. And this could be the boss that gives somebody a full clear. It's a buff version of the Bridge Ball with 2 cannons, a water cannon, a set of fishbone spikes, and a target you must throw the ball at to beat the boss. 55 move on, so only 20 eliminations this time around as we kick off stage 2 with the salesman, Yuji Urushihara. Saving on Whirlpool, but he's bested on Magic Wall. He got close. First chatter to run, Kai Diol. Also bested by Magic Wall, taking first over the salesman, Zach Akenstein. And he's going against Lugia, a chatter! Of all people to face Lugia, a chatter.
What?
Wasn't
been paying attention, but now I am.
Radium.
Right.
Zach Akenstein going against Lugia?
Okay. Well, I think he did reach stage 2 in A&W before.
That's fair. I was worried, because, like, if a chatter is getting there this early on, we may have a problem. See how he does against Lugia.
This dude here. You gotta catch up.
2 misses.
Oh my god.
And he, no! The fishbone spikes. Very close, though. Zach Akenstein, one of the first chatters to even reach a boss. That's really good. Ben Barons, gotta respond to that. Cannon Plunge. Lucas Real running next. Cannon Plunge again. Lily Abriat. Timing out on Fishbone. Timing out on Fishbone. Aussie Green, meanwhile. Rough run on Whirlpool and a timeout on Cannon Plunge. Max Prince. What?
Okay, so I'm pretty sure this is. It seems a bit you know drop down and there's like a series of a shake.
No. I was wondering. I forgot Max Prince was in the roster, and so I was like, huh? Had a bit of a brain fart there. No, it's nothing to do with the obstacle. He fails on deep with this. But I forgot I put him on the roster, even though I literally said his name earlier in stage 1. I hate my brain sometimes, man. Oliver Lutman. Fails JTS. Again, a lot more. Very tricky obstacle. EDW. Also failing Fishbone. Austin Barron. Jump the Shark. And by the way, we have the top 2 are both chatters, by the way. Kai Diol, Zach Akenstein. That is crazy.
Oh, you forgot Tim Campbell.
Save on Jump the Shark, and he fails to dismount. The Godfather, David Campbell. He times out on a magic wall, good enough to get into the top 5. Colton Schuster, meanwhile, not as lucky. Jump the Shark. He's in the bottom 5 for now. Anton Fomenko. Failing Swing Surfer. What the hell?
Come on, Olivia.
Did I put the freaking wrong obstacle again?
I don't know. I can't see me, hopefully, to tell.
Let me check. Okay, that's a visual error.
That's
That's a visual error. It's not Bungie's the cargo. It is Swing Surfer. That is completely my bad.
Hey.
I mean, you can't really see it if you're watching on Discord, because...
No, I can't.
Yeah, that's my bad. Olivia Vivian. Rough run on Whirlpool with a fail on Swing Surfer. The game's like, no, you will not live that mistake down. No. Bad kid on Cold Club. Failing on Swing Surfer is Vivian. Isaiah Thomas, meanwhile. Fishbone Dimension. Josh Salinas, meanwhile. Swing up on Cannon Plunge. Bottom 5 for the moment. Bob Reese. And he times out on the magic wall. Bob Reese and Zach Akenstein being in the top 5 is crazy. Jessica Pills, meanwhile, one of the last women remaining, fails on Fishbone Dimension. Alvin Town Chong Duong.
Impressive one did that.
Yeah. Oh, rough run on Whirlpool.
Speaking of which,
4 fails.
Speaking of which, here it is.
He gets even
How about
farther,
Dimension?
getting to the back half of it. Almost digested this, man. Clement Cravier, Tragic Hero, an even worse run on Whirlpool. Not even worse, but still pretty freaking bad. He fails to Jump the Shark anyway. Amir Malik. Oh, the last phase of the magic wall. He had the time, too.
No, he was just soft.
He was completely gassed by that point. Su Li. Serpent. Maybe... I don't know if it'll be good enough. There's 20 eliminations. Fabian Scheibner. I mean, we're very early into what's left of the roster. Scheibner fails to Jump the Shark. Loose Cannon. RJ Roman is bested by Fishbone on yellow. Simon Brunner. Magic Wall. He got close. Third to last wall. Start of the vertical segment. Brett Sims, the inventor, meanwhile, he gets even further into the magic wall.
Like his grandfather. He did got the same result. Same area. That's
Yeah.
the grandfather.
The same spot. Joel Matley, champ of Ninja Warrior Austria, fails on the last
What?
phase of the magic wall as well.
Oh, and he had so much time.
He had loads of time. And that's,
Oh, it's hard.
you're past the inverted wall at that point.
Yeah, come
It's just a
on.
straight climb up. Like, he was completely sapped though.
Yes.
K-Rod. Fishbone. Former finalist, I still can't believe that, Max Feinberg, of all people. Even got there, he gets to Lugia!
Yeah.
Max Feinberg, as soon as I start talking shit. As soon as I start talking shit.
We heard you up there.
Max, what? Anyway, let's see what he does against
I didn't know he
Lugia.
was, like,
He's never
Daddy
beaten a
Herman.
boss before, if I recall.
Max.
Max Herman, yeah. He clears it! Max Feinberg, as soon as I start talking shit. Max was like, heard you talking mad shit, as he beats the stage, and then Lugia.
You want to say that again?
You want to run that by me one more time? Well, damn. Sorry for talking shit. Damn. Feinberg takes first, and he gets his first boss clear. Yannick Floey, meanwhile, how do you respond to that? With kind of a rough run on Whirlpool and a fail on diving boards. Prokton, on the other hand, he's going against Lugia. 0.5%! Prokton! In terms of boss clears, what about this man? He hasn't beaten Pythagoras or Lugia.
Stamina than anyone on Face Slime and he still beat it. What the fuck?
Oh my god.
What the fuck? And how
This-
do those guys fail?
This would be his first boss clear if he beats Lugia right now. One miss, and he misses the first, falls on the first cannon.
Oh dear.
And oops, about a rough, about as rough of a run as you can get. I cannot. Now, folks, believe it or not, English was my first language. Despite what freaking words are coming out of my mouth right now, or lack thereof. Jun Sato. Ah, the last phase! He had so much time! It's just the last, it's not even the inverted face. It's just the last one for some reason. Morantz. Deep Abyss.
Oh, wow.
Takes, I believe it's second victim, yes. Daniel Boldarev. Wow, that's a bad run on Whirlpool, and he fails on diving boards. Yuxi. An even worse run, and a timeout on Aqua Tackle.
Wow.
Jan Tatarovich. Serpent. Went for the faster route, and it took him out of it. Lansford. Oh, he got to Magic Wall. He just did not have the time. Alberti. In the second half of the roster, Alberti's going against the Great Guardian.
He didn't have the time. He just fell off the first phase.
Look at that
Ow.
stamina!
No.
0.08!
Oh my. How? How did he do that?
He put his all into that run. Tom
Yeah,
Alberti
last
has
fight-
been the first two bosses before. He's not being Ho or the Ghostly Gang. Let's see what he does against Lugia.
And that last guy fell off the first fucking face. The horizontal one. How?
Oh, the fist bones! Denies Alberti a repeat clear. But again, getting the Lugia is a feat on its own. Good enough for the top 5, putting him in the 3rd at the moment. Hans Hertz. We're going to start seeing elimination soon. Hans Hertz fails Fishbone. Jay Lachey Lewis, meanwhile, saving on the magic wall. He's going against Lugia.
12.
0.12%. And you had 45 seconds. And a save. He got there by the skin of his teeth. Will he be, again, denied his first boss clear? Or will he get his first against the Great Guardian? Come on, Jay.
Yeah.
Yes!
Yeah.
It's about damn time. Jay Lewis gets his first boss clear. And it is against the Great Guardian. It's Lugia. The Bergstrands, Kai twice. McClintock twice. Alberti, Mioka, Parks, Lansford, Reynolds, Yusuke 3 times. Sharif, Hertz twice. Lepsak, Moravsky, of all people. Junior, Folsom, Salesman, Renee, Bowles, McGrath, Sato, Obi twice. Feinberg, Lewis. By the way, Gavin Obi isn't even in this roster, which I just now noticed. Bubba, Ace, next. Very rough run on Whirlpool and a Fanlon Swing Surfer. Not good enough. Tyler Smith, the technician. That's not an engineer, you're right. The last face!
But, okay, so he fails on 1.61, and the others clear on nothing. I don't get this obstacle.
What is going on?
I don't get this thing at all.
Miller. JTS. Man, it's so tough. Luke. He's beaten this boss before. He will not do it again. Topaz. Neo. Rough run on Whirlpool, but he gets the Fishbone Dimension.
That's far.
26 out of 46. That's going to be good enough to move on to stage 3.
Oh my gosh.
Just.
I'm gonna fail obstacle 1.
Oh, come on, dude. Lepsak. He fails Serpent!
What?
3-time, back-to-back-to-back, last man standing. He may be out of it on stage 2 for all we know. Matthews. Slide the box, jellyfish.
Vacated Lepsak. Think about that.
Oh my god. Guna.
Lepsak.
And so did Max Guna. And with the funny number, will Yannick Nagel do the same? Nope. Fails on Serpent. Maxime Despois. Getting to JTS. Sharif. Serpent again. Serpent's taking a lot of heads. Meiichi Norasaki. Stuck at the halfway point of Whirlpool for a whole 30 seconds. Plus. Actually, 40. Nearly 40. Yeah, over 45 seconds. And with that being said, it's understandable that he times out at Fishbone Dimension. Bo Lewis. Also bested by Swing Surfer. Not good enough. Salesman. We're about to start seeing eliminations. Diving boards. He may be one of them.
Yo, Topaz is gonna do better than a Sasuke last man standing.
A Sasuke finalist at that.
Mad at this video, God. Why?
Charlie Ball.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm signing him on for the next MMO.
He's washed at Omega. Are
Max
you
Prince.
serious?
Max Prinz. First to be eliminated. He's not a debutant. Gilmorant's on the bubble. Clement Crevier now guaranteed to move on as Daniel Gill runs next. And he gets to Lugia!
Oh.
Of all people, I mean, it's Daniel Gill. It's the 2-time A&W champion. I don't know what I expected. I mean...
Finally, Slim clears the magic wall with more than no stamina remaining.
I mean, take a fat guess as to how many boss clears this guy has, by the way.
All of them.
A goose egg. This will be his first.
Oh.
Can he?
Oh,
yes!
Yeah!
He's 1 for 1!
Awesome.
Daniel Gill and Jay Lewis both get their first boss clears on Lugia.
No, Mama. Out for once there, team.
Other than that, and Max Feinberg. That's crazy. Guimarães is out of it. Bubba Ace may be next. Maybe at the hands of Tomura Narasaki. Ooh, not good enough, though.
Well,
Good enough to eliminate Bubba, but not good enough to move on. 10 chatters remain. Vivian on the bubble. Ethan Gardzielski running next. He's bested on Jump the Shark. Good enough to move on, yes. And they will eliminate Olivia Vivian. Meaning, I believe your best debutant is, no, your women's champion is either going to be Jessica Pills or Lilia Abriet.
And they're both climbers.
And they're both climbers.
no big surprise then.
Boba Lewis. Bo Lewis. I can't talk today. On the bubble as Luc Fortier runs next. And understandably fails Fishbone. That will be good enough to eliminate Bo Lewis and put us down to single-digit shatters. Narasaki on the bubble. Very soon after his run. Running next is Asa Reynolds, former finalist, Magic Wall. Narasaki's out of it. Flamenco on the bubble. Meissner running next. He just times out on the Magic Wall. He timed out by several seconds, but he timed out on the Magic Wall.
Hero got to phase 5 in time.
Yeah.
Only just got grabbed it.
Yeah, I mean, he got there. Flamenco's out of it. Boldarev is next. Unless we see a choke from the boss. He will not. Oh, cannon plunge.
I know. Not a bad enough one.
Not bad, but may not be good enough considering. Yep, Kane Lepsat guaranteed to move on. That was not good enough. Boldarev's out of it. Meanwhile, putting us down to 4 debutants. Because there's Abriat, Shurali, Nagel, and Meiji Narasaki. Because I forgot to highlight, put his checkmark on. I don't know. Yannick Floey may be about to be eliminated by the Prince. And of course, he's going against Lugia. Did Yusuke beat Pythagoras earlier tonight?
I don't remember.
I do not think he did, actually.
You need to control F and switch him up.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, There
he did!
He did!
Which means he could be on the road to a perfect clear if he,
Oh shit.
if he beats, or a perfect run, sorry, if he beats Lugia. He will not.
Oh, what?
And as soon as I say it, that does it. Good enough to eliminate Floey. For real this time, putting us down to... Nope, she's not a debutant. Tommy Matthews on the bubble. Running next is Evan White. Rough run on Whirlpool, he fails Serpent, not good enough. Miyaoka is on the bubble, and Browning's guaranteed to move on. It's either going to be Miyaoka or Sam Folsom. Sam Folsom eliminates the Salary Man and faces the Great Guardian.
Did I really beat Miyaoka just now?
You beat Miyaoka.
Yep.
How the fuck?
Ryosuke Miyachoka.
Yep. All that for a reason.
Maybe I need to rethink.
Sam Folsom trying again at his first boss clear against Lugia. 2 misses. He gets the catch on the 3rd ball. Sam Folsom does not get the clear.
What?
Saving on the fishbone spikes, and he fails on the throw. And as sad as it is...
Maybe I need to rethink signing him on for NML.
That's...
Yeah.
And as sad as it is, that will eliminate the salesman. Ryosuke Miyaoka is out of it on stage 2. Yuxi may be next. As we go into the top 10 from last week, starting with Bar Fatal, who fails on diving boards and is immediately eliminated. First member of the top 10 to be out of the equation. Matthias Neurel.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't be Oops was eliminated.
May join him, I think. It's gonna be close. Sharif's guaranteed to move on. Ozzy Green is on the bubble. Jonathan Rabin, Yuxinator is eliminated. Where is he on the list? 50. 8 chatters remain. We're about to make it 7 as Claeb Bergstrom runs next. Never mind! He fails Swing Surfer! Another member of the top 10 out of the equation. Does not bode well. Does not bode well for Vance Walker.
He got it.
Fishbone, good enough to move on. Ozzy Green, however, not as lucky. 7 chatters left. Yannick Nagel on the bubble. Tatarovich now guaranteed to move on. Noah Munier running next. And of course, 40 seconds left, by the way. He's going against Lugia. Noah Munier. He's beaten Lugia before. It would be his 2nd time doing so. He would be the 5th person to beat Lugia multiple times. Can he pull it off? Again,
Going.
but so far,
There
yes!
is, yes.
He's the #1 in the world for a reason. He's your WNL champion for a reason. Noah Munier gets his 2nd clear on Lugia. And in terms of overall boss clears, that is his 8th boss clear overall. 2 on Ho-Oh, 2 on Lugia, 4 on Pythagoras.
Speaking of #1, here's the guy who I think you still hold that spot.
Yeah, former #1 in the world. I believe he was the NSC champion at one point. Evan White on the bubble. Let me, get Nagel out of my list. There we go. That puts us down to 3 debutants. NSC champion, former #1 in the world, but most importantly, in the context of this series, our most recent champion, Jackson Erdos. And of course, I mean, it's Jackson Erdos. In terms of boss clears, he's been, Pythagoras twice. He's been Ho-Oh, not being Ghostly Gang, but he's not been Lugia. He could be 1 away from a full clear if he pulls this off.
Okay,
Question is, will he? No!
No!
The water hose. Takes out the champ and eliminates Evan White in the process. Shu Li on the bubble. It's either going to be him or Joe Moravsky. And it's going to be Joe!
Whoa, dog.
Going against Lugia. The Weatherman could get his 2nd boss clear. And his 2nd clear on Lugia in general.
Oh.
Has he beaten Pythagoras? Yes!
Whoa.
Not tonight, but he did in an earlier tournament. See if he can do it again on Lugia. Saving on the first cannon.
Oh, boy.
Come on, Joe. He got it again!
Oh, mistake.
The Weatherman continues to make history. Joe Moravsky gets his 2nd clear on Lugia and his 3rd clear on a boss.
And he's in first place. Look at that.
He's on the #1 spot. And again, the top 2 are Jays. Joe Moravsky, Jay Lewis. Shu Li.
Holy shit, you almost cleared a minute left off the magic roll.
Oh my, 59! This dude is
Holy
cracked.
shit,
I didn't even
Joe.
see that.
I didn't know he could still do something like that.
This dude is cracked. Well, he's in the top 25 for a reason.
Sure, but Jesus.
Wait, this is nuts. For all we know, he may need to be nerfed. Salinas
Fast.
on the bubble. Phil Folsom running next. And he goes against Lugia.
Jesus! A minute 42, that's what we're talking about.
A minute!
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
You have a nerve to be competitors. I think you need a buff for stage.
Yeah, this is what I was kind of worried about.
Oh my god.
Phil Folsom. I mean, he's already beaten all 4 bosses. What am I talking about? He's already got the full
Oh.
clear. One of the only people to do so. Can he beat Lugia again? Come on. And of course,
Hey!
it's Phil Folsom. This is a barn burner we're talking about. TNA champion. 1/3 of the TNA champions. The barn burners gets another boss clear. In the form of Phil beating the Great Guardian. Salinas is out of it. Tatarovic's guaranteed to move on. This is what it comes down to. It's either going to be Ben Behrens or the champ, Claeb Bergstrom. And it's going to be Caleb.
Got it.
Can we get another boss clear on Lugia? Claeb Bergstrom has not been a boss, if I recall correctly. He is not. See if we can get his first with Lugia. Nope.
Nope.
The water hose takes him out of it, and that will be enough to eliminate Ben Behrens. So with that in mind, let's have a look at our clear overview for Stage 2. Killer of the stage is Fishbone Dimension. Magic Wall in second by a margin of 2. In terms of chatters, we are down to 7. Kai Diol, Aikenstein, Alvinton Chokwang, Fabi, Topaz, Ethan Gardulski, and Joe Moravsky, because it's freaking Joe Moravsky.
No wild seeing Topaz on the free piece.
Stage 3. terms of the women, we're down to 2. Lily Abriat and Jessica Pills, both of which are climbers.
For the longest time, he was stuck in the chakra straw, and here he is now.
In terms of the debutantes, the aforementioned Lily Abriat and Meichi Norasaki. One of them will be your best debutant. 55 remain as we move on to stage 3. Stage 3 is Mount Blizzard, Mount Blaze, and Mount Blitz. But its real name is 3 Peaks. It consists of 7 obstacles and it's an upper body burnout stage. So that means no rest points. Mount Blizzard is all about finger strength, skywalk, pinch slider, swinging cliffhanger, neo cliffhanger, the 3-ledged version of altitude limit, hopscotch, and first of the legendary birds is Articuno, a buff version of the ice picks with 2 sets of nunchucks with tiny hooks attached to them. Must be maneuvered into tiny rings at varying heights and distances. Mount Blaze is all about Lachey's. Rhymes. Cycling Road. New obstacle in reel-to-reel. Nice paint job. Bunny ears. Special delivery. Silver Corkscrew. And second of the legendary birds in Moltres, a buff version of the Angry Birds. And we still don't know how exactly it's buff, but we're gonna roll with it. Mount Blitz is all about object tech. New obstacles in Honeycomb Pipe and Ring Chaser, Cane Hop, Lobster Trap, Lasso Launch, Axe Factor, and third of the legendary birds, Zapdos, a buff version of the Lightning Bolts, with 3 sets of cradles, Lightning Bolt cradles, with a set of bungee cradles after each one, a reverse bar maneuver, and a long dismount at the end. 40 move on. There will be 15 eliminations this time around. We're going to kick things off with Yuji Urashihara, a salesman. Let's see what he selects. It is a split decision burnout stage. Mount Blitz, getting the Axe Factor. That is a strong start for the salesman. He's doing really well this time. Kai Diol, meanwhile, selects Mount Blitz and fails on Lasso Launch. Not as far, but still very impressive. Zach Aikenstein attempted Lugia earlier. See what he can do on 3 Peaks. Mount Blitz, and he gets even farther in Axe Factor. He gets to the same spot that Yuji did. And I believe he was just outpaced by Yuji, but still very impressive. Lucas Real, time's not really a factor, I don't think. Everyone's attempting Mount Blitz and failing on Axe Factor. Abriat thinks she'd attempt something like Mount Blizzard. But no, she attempts Mount Blitz and fails the cane.
Well, that's okay.
Lutman. Again on Mount Blitz. Lasso Launch. EDW. Again on Mount Blitz. Cane Hop. These birds are just getting worse.
Cane Hop?
Austin Barron.
Cane Tech.
Roller Coaster. Wait. Damn it, that's the wrong obstacle.
Oh.
It's supposed to be Ring Chaser.
Oh, well, I think it's changing.
And you just noticed?
Nope.
Right. Well, I think maybe it's a visual error. I don't know.
No, it says Roller Coaster.
Oh,
And
wow.
in the thing, yep, Roller Coaster. Damn it. Did it again. David Campbell.
Wouldn't be an Omega tournament about it.
Yep. Wouldn't be Omega Tournament.
Attempted something different.
Finally, Special Delivery. Wouldn't be an Omega Tournament without me fucking something up. Special Delivery takes out the Godfather. Colton Scuster. Cycling Road, going for Mount Blaze. Special Delivery takes him out of it, though. Getting to the back half is Colton Scuster. Isaiah Thomas. Back to Mount Blitz. He gets the Axe Factor. Bob Reese. We may have a problem. because everyone's attempting Mount Blitz, and he fails Lobster Track. Jessica Pills. Somebody attempts Mount Blitz and fails Neo Cliffhanger.
You just said everyone was attempting. Yes.
Avanton Chong Kwong. Again on Mount Blitz, he fails on Cane Hop 3-3C. Clement Gravier, meanwhile. And he gets to Holo!
Yes!
This early! Clement Gravier, what?
Really? This isn't really?
Clement Gravier, in terms of boss clears, I don't think he has one. Getting his first on Ho-Oh, though, would be really impressive. Let's see how he handles it. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet.
Violet!
He's got it!
Got it!
Gravier just casually, not casually, because that's Kawaguchi, but he just beat one of the hardest obstacles ever conceived, and that is a hell of a way to get your first boss clear. Let me, spell his name right on my list. Gravier. There we go. Gets his first boss clear, a quarter of the way to another $500,000 bonus. Well, unfortunately, that'll have to wait until next week because he hasn't beaten either of the first two bosses. Amir Malik, meanwhile, Mount Blaze and gets a nice paint job. Thanks. See how Fabi does. Mount Blaze. He failed on my ears. Good job. Loose Cannon. Going for Mount Blitz, like everybody else. Failing on Cane Hop. Like not everybody else. Simon Bruna. Mount Blaze. Special delivery. Again, not as many people attempting Mount Blizzard. Brett Sims. Speaking of which, Brett Sims gets the Ho-Oh!
Hey.
I'm sorry?
Well, he does make the obstacles, so...
He's not. Oh, you know what? You know what? You're so right. He's called the inventor for a reason. Brett Sims, with his grandson Bob watching on, maybe about to get his first boss clear in Ho-Oh. That's the wrong window.
Oh, okay.
That's hobbing stuff. Don't mind that.
That's a tower.
Never mind.
Oh, what?
Well, I mean, he got to Ho-Oh from Mount Blizzard. That's still really impressive on its own. And good enough to get into second for the moment. Joel Matley. Mount Blaze. He gets all the way to Moltrace.
Oh.
That is really good. Kevin Rodriguez. Mount Blaze again. He fails on my ears. Freaking... Dang. Max Feinberg. Mount Blitz. He gets no shot. He got to Ho-Oh. Oh, if he beat Pythagoras, this would be so much more serious. Because he'd be on the road to a perfect clear, but unfortunately he isn't. Well, let's see how he does against Ho-Oh, though. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, saving! He got it! Max Feinberg! That's why you don't doubt this man! He got to the final a few weeks ago, or around a month ago, and then he does that! He gets 2 consecutive boss clears!
The moment you talk shit on him, he goes and beats 2 bosses in a row.
That's crazy!
Wow!
After a save on Indigo as well. And I feel...
He does not want to hear anything more from you, any more shit.
And I feel disgusting for even saying this. He almost lost all his aura right there. But he managed to recover it and get the clear. Prokton, meanwhile. Mount Blizzard getting to altitude limit.
Oh.
That's good. 15 eliminations. Only 10 people below him at the moment. Jun Sato. Going for Mount Blaze and failing on special delivery. He got to the back half. Tatarovich. Mount Blaze again. Silver Corkscrew. The second half of the Silver Corkscrew as well.
On your ears.
Lansford. Going on Mount Blitz. Axe Factor. So difficult. Tom Alberti. Going for Mount Blitz. Failing on Lasso Launch. Let's get to the back half, though. Hans Hertz. Mount Blaze. Moltres. Takes out Hans Hertz. After save on the Silver Corkscrew. Lachey Lewis. You think he picked Mount Blaze. But he picks Mount Blitz and gets the Ho-Oh anyway. Hold on. Okay, he's not beating Pythagoras. So he will not get a perfect clear. Or a full run. Or a perfect run or a full clear. I'm getting the terms mixed up. Let's see what he does against Ho-Oh, though. He's beaten it once. Let's see what he does this time. Red, orange, yellow. Nope, never mind.
Nope.
I mean, he's failed it before. He's not perfect on Ho-Oh. He failed purple once. Or violet once, sorry.
No.
The last jump, it was in OMEGA⁴. Wait, wait. Former semifinalists running back-to-back, by the way. Jay Lewis and fellow finalists of OMEGA⁴.
Sorry.
These two ran alongside each other in back-to-back tournaments. Jay Lewis and Tyler Smith. Going for Mount Blitz and not doing as well as Jay. He fails on X Factor. Good enough for 7th. Josh Miller. We're going to start seeing eliminations soon. Miller going for Mount Blaze and failing on Special Delivery. Here come the Beckstrands, starting with Luke. Going on Mount Blitz and getting the Ho-Oh. Hold on. He's beaten Pythagoras. He's beaten Lugia. He is not beaten Ho-Oh.
Okay, what about the Ghostly Gang?
No, he's not beating the Ghostly Gang either. He could be on the road to a full clear. See how he handles Ho-Oh. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet! No!
Oh.
That damn crossed arm silver grab.
Do it.
Denied again a clear on a boss. But again, getting there is no easy feat, especially on something like State 3 Peaks. Anyway, here's Topaz Neo going for Mount Blitz and failing on the second obstacle. See, it wasn't the first.
He's robbery.
Well, I'm gone.
But unfortunately, that will put him in last. By like 3 seconds. I lost him there. Well, I mean, you got here. That's still really impressive for a chatter. Especially,
I don't know what to say.
I mean, here's the thing. You got here, and as a chatter and as a host, that is really impressive.
Yeah, you did better than Claeb Bergstrom and Rios gave me a choke.
You did better than Miyaoka. And, the man, someone who you also did better than in Stage 2, Kane Lepsack. Going for Mount Blitz, please, no! The last section of Moltres. For a second, I forgot it was a split decision stage, and I had to click on the scene that I was going for. Max Gunna next. Never mind!
Hey, you did better than a Germany last man standing for Topaz.
And you're not last!
This is Audrey Sabrina music for the Free Peaks.
What?
This is Audrey Sabrina music for being in the Free Peaks.
Yeah, this is not a fitting BGM for 3 Peaks. Yeah. Because here's the thing. OMEGA⁴ was very rushed. So I had to scramble to find BGMs for this. And hence, this being not a fitting BGM at all. Maxime Desport, meanwhile. Mount Blitz, Lasso Launch. Again. Leon Sharif. Mount Blitz again! He's going for Ho-Oh! Sharif, in terms of boss clears, he's not beaten Pythagoras. He's beaten Lugia. He's not beaten Ho-Oh or the Ghostly Gang. He could get a second boss clear. That is if he beats Ho-Oh. I almost said Lugia. Orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo. No. 2 jumps short of getting his second boss clear. But again, getting there is no easy feat. We're going to start seeing eliminations within a few runs. Meiichi Norasaki running next. Mount Blaze, and they fail on Mount, nice paint job. Charlie Ball. Mount Blitz, getting to Zapdos. That is really impressive, though. Getting to the legendary birds is still a crazy feat. First elimination may be at the hands of Daniel Gill. On Mount Blaze, he fails on my ears, and eliminates Max Guna. Topaz, unfortunately, is next, but look at the bright side, you're not last. David Campbell's guaranteed to move on. Ethan Gardulski, maybe the man to eliminate the host of NWW. On Mount Blitz, yes he will. That puts us down to 6 chatters remaining. And I believe none of which are NM hosts. Austin Barron is on the bubble next. Running next is Loic Fortier. Blitz again. Lobster Trap. Barron's out of it. Alvintown Chong Kwang on the bubble. Jun Sato is now guaranteed to move on. Fortier might be out of it. Reynolds. You'd think he picked Mount Blaze solely due to his nickname. And he does. But he fails on special delivery. Good enough. Maybe. Yes, good enough.
Yeah, good enough.
Alvin Tan is out of it, putting us down to 5 chatters. Kai Diol, Zach Egenstein, Fabi, Gardulski, and Moravsky. We're about to lose a debutant in Meiichi Narasaki, potentially at the hands of Joseph Meissner. Going for Mount Blizzard. Neil Cliffhanger, however, is not good enough. The cutoff is 3.4. So either Neo Cliffhanger, My Ears, or Lobster Trap. Narasaki, however, not as lucky, which means Lily Abriat is your best debutante for this week.
Oh my god.
We may have the best debutante and the best woman just be the same person. Prokton is guaranteed to move on. It's either going to be her or Jessica Pills to be your women's champion. Elijah Browning, Lily Abriat. Oh, hold on. Meiichi and Lily Abriat. Lily Abriat was your best debutante by 1 spot. Because Narasaki just got eliminated and Abriat is on the bubble. That's crazy. Whoops, that's the wrong number. Elijah Browning, going for Mount Blitz, failing on Roller Coaster.
Oh.
The boss will not even reach a boss. He's out of it. Does not bode well for the prince, Yusuke Morimoto. Mount Blizzard Ho-Oh.
Bodes very well for him.
Yusuke Morimoto. He's beaten Pythagoras and Lugia. But as for the Ghostly Gang and Ho-Oh, nothing. He's attempted this before. Can he clear it this time around? Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo for the clear! No!
No!
Yusuke is denied again a clear on Ho-Oh. And as sad as it is that will eliminate Lily Abria, your last debutant is out of the equation on stage 3. Meaning your women's champion is Jessica Pills. Let me get the things on my list here. Lily Abriat. And your women's champion is another freaking climber. Jessica Pills. And last man standing, and then Challenge Championship. Leak on the bubble. Loic Fortier now guaranteed to move on. Running next is Sam Folsom. Mount Blitz. Of course he gets the Ho-Oh. Sam. Come on, dude. Was unsuccessful for the first 2 bosses. Can he do it this time around? Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo For the clear! No!
Oh, man, Mountain Island is brutal.
Sam Folsom again is denied a boss clear 3 consecutive times. I'm pretty sure he is, right? Because he hasn't beaten a boss yet. Let me check. No, he hasn't. And he's failed on the first 3. For all we know, he could beat the Ghostly Gang or some shit. That will eliminate Amir Malik, putting RJ Roman on the bubble. Matthias Morel running next. And he fails on, of all things, Skywalk.
Yo, Topaz does better than a France champion.
Oh my god.
What? It's Cliffhanger, but with a wall!
The power of RNG.
Oh my god. Vance Walker. Mount Blaze. He just misses out on Ho-Oh! Bob Reese guaranteed to move on. Eliminates fellow A&W finalist RJ Roman. Puts Enzo on the bubble. As Noam Jr. runs next. Coming from Mount Blizzard. Noah's going to Ho-Oh. The boss clears. This will be his 3rd time beating Ho-Oh. And he pull it off again. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. No! Noam Jr. again. Another fail at the end of Ho-Oh. What is going on? EZW's out of it. Jessica Pills is on the bubble. We're about to lose the last of... We've lost all of our debutantes. And we're about to lose all of the women by the end of Stage 3. Jessica Pills on the bubble. Maybe eliminated at the hands of Jackson Erdos. And from Mount Blitz. And of course he reaches Ho-Oh. Surely he can get this one, right? It'd be a 2nd time beating Ho-Oh. Let's just get into it. Red, orange, yellow, green... Saving, indigo, violet. No! Another one! Like, he's beaten this before. It's a cross... I get it's a cross-arm slower grab. It's hard, but everybody failing it. We've only had 2 clears, and it's Clement Cravier and Max Feinberg. Pills is out of it. That'll do it for the women. Oh my god. We're about to lose a Joseph Meister, potentially. Potentially at the hands of Joe Moravsky. I said potentially twice. Going from Mount Blaze. He almost reaches Ho-Oh. Moravsky almost just got to Ho-Oh. Failing on Moltres, though, is the Weatherman. Eliminates Meister, puts Fabi on the bubble. Phil Folsom running next. Mount Blaze. He gets even closer. After saving on Silver Corkscrew, he eliminates Fabi. 4 shatters left. The first 2 and the last 2. Down to K-Rod or Claeb Bergstrom. One from Mount Blaze. Caleb moves on. He fails on special delivery that is good enough.
Oh yeah, it's crazy how your only two clears of Ho-Oh aren't even the top 25.
Max Feinberg and Clement Cravier. That's crazy.
Oh, I was rid of a whole 5 moves.
In terms of our clear overview for Stage 3, the women are gone, the debutants are gone, but we already decided our women's champion and our best debutant. Lily Abriat is your best debutant, and your women's champion is Jessica Pills. And they're both climbers. In terms of the chatters, we're down to the first 2 and the last 2. Kai Diol, Zach Akenstein, Ethan Gardiolski, and the Weatherman. Go figure. Killer of Stage 3 is Special Delivery. Nope, it's Ho-Oh. By a margin of 1. 8 fails. 10 attempts, 8 fails. 40 remain as we move on to Stage 4. Stage 4 is Pac-Man. It consists of 10 levels, each of which consists of 4 obstacles. We're gonna go through them as they are attempted. You guys actually get to hear the BGM this time on Discord. Level 1, building blocks. Let me just make sure I got them right this time. Building blocks, prism strike, ipon-basi, cheese boards. Kicking things off is the salesman. Level 2, lock run, breakthrough, Pokeballs, incline cliffs, cable logs. Level 3.
Got it.
Yeah, okay. Beehive, Pirate's Cove, Iron Paddler, Centrifuge. Level 4. Break Jump, Pipe Drop, Icarus Glider, Center Court Cliff. To move on to Tier 2, 10 eliminations, usually will not be one of them. Kai Diol. This BGM is so good. Kai Diol moves on. Aikenstein. Oh, a save on Pipe Drop, he moves on. Lucas Real. Iron Paddler. Failing on level 3, probably not good enough. Saves on Beehive. Lummin. Trying to get back to the back half, saving on Iron Paddler. He gets to Tier 2. David Campbell. Saving on Cable Log.
Oh, hey.
Yes!
Yeah.
Godfather moves on. Skewster. Saving on building blocks. The first obstacle. Skewster moves on. Isaiah Thomas. He's beaten this stage before. He's beaten this boss before. And he moves on to Tier 2 again. Bob Reese. Caber Logs. He might be out of it.
Oh, wait, who was that other fair? I didn't catch it.
It was...
Scroll up. It's not, yeah. You still have to go up a bit.
Yeah.
Let me see.
It was on level 3.
I think, wait, check Lucas Real. Was it him?
Pretty sure it was Real. Yes.
Yeah, Lucas. Okay.
Lucas Real and Bob Reese. Them all Gravier, meanwhile. Oh, save on Pipe Drop, but other than that, clean run. Simon Brunner. Got it. Save on Icarus Glider. Brett Sims. No! Center Court Cliff. The last move. Maybe enough, though, for all we know. Joe Matley. He moves on. Saving on the last move, which Brett Sims just failed. Feinberg. You're right, that 246 backslash is not an integer. Oh, save on Pipe Drop. He moves on. Prokton. Yes. Sato. No problems there. Clean run. Guitarovic. God, this BGM's so good. And these BGMs from a Pac-Man game, by the way. Guitarovic moves on. Clean run. Lansford. Yes! Alberti, only 3 fails so far. Saving on Pokeballs. Alberti will not make it 4. Will Hans Hertz? He will not. He moves on. Saving on Center Court. Jay Lewis. Got it. Smith. He moves on. Josh Miller. Only at 3 fails so far. Luke Beckstrand. 40, top 30 move on to the back half of the course, by the way. He moves on. Kane Lebsack. And he's got it. Maxime Despois. Wait, they're not a debutant, are they?
I've seen him before.
I don't know. I will check. They are a debutant. Shit. Yeah, it's a debutant. Damn, I didn't even notice. That's my bad. Maxi De Paul. They're moving on. The save on bridge jump. Sharif. They got it. Charlie Ball. No problems. Oh, aside from a save on the last move. Daniel Gill. Still at only 3 fails. Save on Caberlogs. He moves on to Tier 2. Will Gardilski join him? Halfway through Tier 1, but failing on Icarus Glider is Gardilski. That makes it 4 fails. Fortier. Moving on by the skin of his teeth to stage 4. He's going to Tier 2 at least. Reynolds. Never mind, he fails the third obstacle. Reynolds is out of it. Yusuke. Saving on Pokeballs. I'm a little worried. He moves on, though. 5 fails so far. Sam Folsom. No problems. Walker. Yes! Save on Pipe Drop. Munier. Center Court, Cliff! Save on Center Court, but he fails on the corner transition. Erdos. 6 fails. Erdos will not be one of them. Moravsky. Got it. Phil Folsom. Yes! Bergstrom. Saving on Beehive. And he saves on the last move. He's going to Tier 2. Down to 34. There will be 4 more eliminations. We move on to Tier 2. Level 5. Let me... Whoops. Don't mind that. Level 5 is Big Spinners, Paddleboards, Iron Cross, Ceiling Fans. Killer of Tier 1 is Center Court Cliff. See how Yuji fares. Party Hats! May not be good enough to get to the back half. Level 6, forgot to mention, is boxed in directly into Party Hats, I-Beam Cross, and Cliff Toss. Kai Diol, saving on Big Spinners. Level 7 is Boardwalk directly into Pac-Man, Iron City Cliffhanger directly into Cannonball Climber. Level 8, Broken Salmon Ladder directly into Peach Pit. Inverter, Broken Salmon Ladder, Peach Pit, Inverter, Carolina Cliffhanger. No rest points. Kai Diol's going to Tier 3. Aikenstein. Saving on Ceiling Fans. But Party Hats failing on the same spot as Yuji. Lutman. Save on Big Spinners. Not a good sign. And on Icy Cliff. He's going to Tier 3 as well. Lutman is popping off. And David Campbell joined him. One of the youngest to one of the oldest competitors. Icy Cliff does him in. Gets to level 7 though. Colton Schuster, never mind! That makes it 3 fails. Isaiah Thomas. And he moves on to Tier 3. Gravier. Saving on Cliff Toss. And on Peach Pit, but Carolina Cliff does him in. Bruna. And he moves on. 9 attempts. 5 fails so far. Matley. Saving on Big Spinners, but failing on Ceiling Fans. Feinberg.
Get past Party Hats, you'll move on to the next stage.
The back half of the course. Max Feinberg is on level 7. He moves on. And he's going to Tier 3. Saving on Inverter as well. Broken. Saving on Iron Cross. He's going to the back half. Saving on Icy Cliff. He's going to Tier 3. Sato. Saving on Cliff Toss, but he fails on the 3rd ledge. Sato's out of it. Tatarovich. He also fails on Cliff Toss. Will that be enough for Sato to move on? I don't know. Lansford. Saving on Pac-Man and on Icy Cliff. But Lansford fails on Carolina Cliff. Alberti. Oh, Cliff Toss again! Save on Party Hats and on Cliff Toss, but the second board does him in. Hans Hertz. Saving on Ceiling Fans and on Party Hats. And on Icy Cliff, but the 5th ledge does him in. Jay Lewis. Save on Boxed In. He's looking good. Carolina Cliff, though. Tyler Smith. Can't talk today. Cannonball Climber does him in. Miller. He's moving on to the back half, though. So is Miller. He saves on 2 consecutive segments on stage 6. And he fails on Boardwalk. Bergstrom. He's going to have to move on to the back half. He saves on Box Stand and Cliff Toss. Using Resiliency twice is not a good sign. However, he still makes it to Tier 3 regardless. Lebsack. Going for a full clear. But I-Beam Cross does him in. That's still good enough to move on. Maxime Despaul. Party Hats. Not good enough, maybe. Sharif. Saving on Icy Cliff. Sharif's going to Tier 3. Charlie Ball. Save on Big Spinners. He fails Cliff Toss. Enough to move on. Daniel Gill. Saving on Big Spinners. And failing I-Beam Cross. Still good enough to move on. Fortier. Saving on Cliff Toss. He's going to the back half. Despite the fact that he failed on Icy Cliff. Yusuke. Come on. Saving on Boxing. He's finally going to the back half. Saving on Cannonball Climber. But Broken Salmon Ladder does him in. Sam Folsom. Here come the Folsoms. He's going to Tier 3. Vance Walker. Will save on I-Beam Cross. He's going to the back half. Will he reach Tier 3? No. Carolina Cliff. Eros. Come on. Surely. Level 8. Got it. Saving on Carolina Cliff. Moravsky. Trying to get back to Tier 3. Saving twice on level 5. Not a good sign if he wants to get back to the back half. He will, though. Level 7. Saving on Boardwalk. And he's going to Tier 3 again. He's just so goated. I can't... Ugh. Go Folsom. He joins his brother in the back half. Saving on Party Hats and on Cannonball Climber. And on nothing in level 8. He's going to Tier 3. What am I talking about? Claeb Bergstrom. Going to the back half of the course. And he's not going to Tier 3. He saves on Inverter and fails on Carolina Cliff. Tier 3. We're down to 12. Level 9 is Butcher's Bar, Perilous Pipes, Ultima Kunoichi, I-Beam Flip, and Modus Cliffhanger consecutively. Kai Deal first. Understandably, he fails Butcher's Bar. Oliver Lutman. Perilous Pipes. He's getting farther, though. Thomas. He's going to level 10. Beetle Swarm. Pegasus. Rest Point. Inferno Cliffhanger. V2. Creepy Crimps. Rest Point. Can he reach the Ghostly Gang for the second time? No! Inferno Cliff. Bruna. Modus Cliffhanger. After save on a jump on the I-Beam Flip. Feinberg. I-Beam Flip. Croakton. On the level 10 after a save on Butcher's Bar. And he fails on Creepy Crimps. Beckstrand. Or Luke Beckstrand, sorry. He's going to level 10. Can he reach the boss? He fails on the literal first jump of Beetle Swarm. Sharif. Ooh, he's going to level 10 at least. Infernal Cliffhanger. Sam Folsom. Level 10. Folsom is again denied a boss clear. He's been denied he's been closed all 4 times. Erdos. Butcher's Bar. Moravsky. He's on level 10 after a save on Perilous Pipes. Can he be the one to reach the Ghostly Gang? No, Beetle Swarm. Bill Folsom. Level 10. Can we even get an attempt on the Ghostly Gang? We will! Phil Folsom going against the boss. Tonight's Ghostly Gang boss is Clyde. A change has been made. It consists of Cliffhanger EX from Muso. One of the hardest cliffhangers ever conceived. I will look to see what it consists of.
Okay.
Cliffhanger. consists of the following: 11 ledges, 3 crazy cliffhanger jumps, and a vertical limit ledge. Ooh. Let's see how he handles it. Can he beat the Ghostly Gang? I'll put it on 8, sure. Good. First crazy jump. Got the vertical limit. Phil Folsom! He gets the clear! And Phil does it again! He's the first person to beat the Ghostly Gang twice. The only boss... Okay, okay, of all the bosses he could have beaten multiple times, it had to be the Ghostly Gang. I was gonna make it Cliffhanger Dimension, but apparently that was too hard. Apparently, I changed it to Cliffhanger for Muso, because it's one of the hardest cliffhangers conceived, and it still wasn't enough to stop Phil Folsom. Alright, let's have a look at our top 30. Moving on to the back half. The Folsom's in the top 2.
Oh.
Go,
Of
go
course.
fucking figure. Moravsky at number 7. Kai Diol. And in terms of... Yuji moves on!
Zach.
There he is.
Zach Agenstein is out of it. Zach Agenstein and Ethan Gardziolski. So it comes down to the first chatter and the last chatter on the roster. the third runner and the third to last runner on the roster. Kai Diol and Joe Moravsky. And now that'll do it for, well, I mean, the women and the debutantes are already out of it, except for maybe... There was one more. I think. I don't remember. Like me, I can't remember his name. Maxime Despois, they're out of it anyway. They are your best debutant. If I recall, because if I recall correctly, they are a debutant.
Yeah, you said shut up and no, yeah.
Okay, so Maxime Despois. And probably a dumb question, but they're not a woman, are they? I will check.
They're not a woman.
Okay. Maxime Despois is a dude. So, your women's champion is still Jessica Pills. All that as we move on to the Chatters Challenge. All that in a moment. You actually get to hear the BGM this time if you're in Discord. We move on to the Chatters Challenge. It consists of 2 stages. Top 30 out of the 48 chatters in the casual chatter roster will move on to the main roster of Omega, along with the Chatters champions, whoever that is, either Kai Diol or Joe Morales. Stage A is as follows. Ramp of Titans directly into Wait For It. New obstacle in Parmesan Islands. Swing arm into Cane Sliders. Barack. Split decision between V Formation and Jumping Spider. Bio Clock, and of course DEC. Time limit is 180 seconds. Top 30 will move on to Stage B. Top 15 after that will move on to the main roster. I cannot fucking talk today. Alright, let me actually put these names in. Okay, they're already visible. Perfect. And first is Adrian Chung. On the rack. Creator Alex Cunningham. Oh, and he fails Bio Clock by 200ths of a second. Alt 1. Swing arm. Oops. Almentown Chong Kwang. And he, by over half a second, misses on Bio Clock. Amamimia. Another fail on Bio Clock. Amber Rodriguez. Cane Slammers. Aussie Green. On the rack. Bo Lewis, no clears so far. I save that as Bo Lewis clears with over 40 seconds left. That's crazy. Billy Dixon. Lucky Ferris. Saving on Parmesan Island, but failing on Jumping Spider. Brandon Buckwald. Whoops, I forgot to change the freaking thing multiple times. Buckwald. The Rack. Host of NWOR, Bubba Ace. Fails V formation. Callum Price. Save on Wait for It. And he misses on Bio Clock by 600ths. Host of Sports Roulette, Kane Molden. When we get back to the main roster, Kane Sliders, though, not making it likely. Curtis Trad. By 1400ths on Bio Clock. Misses out on DEC. Buckles. Ooh, 27 seconds. 0.3 difference on Bio Clock and save on Kane Sliders. Forgetting to change the freaking nameplates. Donovan Lusher. Parmesan Islands. Shingo Superfan, Emily Montague. Swing Arm. Ethan Gardzielski. Failing on Jumping Spider. Saving on the rack, though. Evan Mayo. By nearly a full second on Bio Clock. That is oof. Fabi. By a quarter of a second on Bio Clock. After save on Parmesan Islands. Schmidt. He fails on Bio Clock. Oh my god! 2.5 seconds! That is crazy. I think that's the biggest gap I've ever seen on Bio Clock. Lopez. 0.03, and he clears with 31 seconds left. I forgot to freaking look at the BGMs again. You might just do that. That works. And, oh my god, it's D-Render. Oh, more than half a second on Bio Clock. Jeffrey Ritchie. And eventually, there we go. Swing Arm. Jimmy Chang. The Rack. On Yuxinator. Also failing the Rack. Let me just... There we go. Jordan Cohort. Oh, V formation. Close, though. Casillas. Bio Clock. We're going to start seeing eliminations soon. Casey DeViti. Oh, she clears with 25 seconds. Kate McChesney. He got to cause one of the first eliminations. Nope. She fails on Bio Clock. Kevin Brecky. There's your first elimination. Unfortunately, it's Donovan Lusher. Emily Montague may be next, unless we see a choke from Kyle Foley. He will not. He fails on double elevator. Montague's out of it. Alt 1 is next. Leo Provo eliminates Alt 1. Jeffrey Ritchie moves on. Luke Allen. Alpha Male guaranteed to move on. Luke Allen not as lucky as he fails to wait for it. Somebody's happy. Alpha Male is guaranteed to move on, and now so is Callum Price, as Matthew Doan fails on V formation. Ritchie's out of it. Kane Molden, unfortunately, is next. Mike Bernardo will not eliminate him. He fails on Wait for It. He's out of it. Vasquez fails Swing Arm. There's a chance. Vasquez is out of it. Come on, Pieglin. Pieglin fails Parmesan Islands. He's out of it. Philip Scott finally eliminates Kane Malden. Amber Rodriguez is on the bubble, as Philip Scott fails on Jumping Spider. Pineapples Alfredo made her debut last week, I believe. Parmesan Islands, they will not make it back. Cheyenne Raya. 21st, failing on V formation. Eliminating Amber Rodriguez, putting Brandon Buckwald on the bubble. Jordan Covert now guaranteed to move on. Taylor Shigulin eliminates Buckwald. Puts Yuxi on the bubble. Topaz Neo. That's gonna be enough. Move on to stage B. Jumping Spider. Venny Kins. As Yuxi is eliminated, Venny Kins hopefully is going to move on to stage B as well. That's the wrong PGM. I knew it was going to come back to bite me. It was on the wrong tab. Aussie Green may be about to be eliminated by my co-host, Benny Kins. Or will they? Yes, Benny clears! Aussie Green's out of it. Shigulin is on the bubble. William Marchese. Not as lucky. Kane Sliders. Xander Slager. Save on wait for it, but a fail on Kane Sliders. That will do it for Slager. Yuchen Shao. And they miss on DEC. Enough to eliminate Shigulin is either going to be Adrian Chung or Zach Akenstein, as Jimmy Chang is guaranteed to move on. Akenstein clears and moves on, eliminating Adrian Chung. Kevin Brecky and Jimmy Chang just move on to stage B, which consists of the following: Ipon Bussy, Lunatic Ledges, Patriot Pass or Hazard Run in a split decision. Killer of stage A, by the way, is Biochrome. Salmon Ladder from AEW into Slam Dunk. Finally, the Mountain Flag. Time limit is 90 seconds. Out of the 30 that remain, only 15, along with the Chatter's champion, will move on to the main roster. And you know Alex Cunningham wants to be one of them. Will the creator finally get back to the main roster? No, not likely. Lunatic Ledges.
Oof.
Alvin Tan Chung Kwang. Slam Dunk. That's our save on Hazard Run. Amamimia. Does even worse.
Ooh.
Ipon Bussy. Bo Lewis. They clear with 20 seconds. Because it's Bo Lewis. Billy Dixon. Fails the second obstacle.
Oh!
That is rough. Bubba Ace. Fails on Patriot Pass, the third obstacle. Callum Price. They clear, nearly beating the Klaxon. Definitely getting back. Curtis Tran. They also clear. Dan Buckholz. Fails the first obstacle. That is oof. Ethan Gardzielski. He clears with 20 seconds because it's Ethan Gardzielski. Evan Mayle. Slam Dunk. Fabian Scheibner. Slam Dunk. Jean-Lucas Schmidt. They get a clear. They beat the Klaxon in the process. Lopez. We're about to start seeing elimination. Slam Dunk. D-Render. Oh my god, it's D-Render. He fails the second obstacle. Lunatic Ledges. He may be out of it. Jimmy Chang. Slam Dunk. Dan Buckholz is out of it. Mimia is on the bubble next. Jordan Coward running next. They clear with 6 seconds. Mimia is out of it. D-Render is next unless we see a choke from Kane Casillas with Ethan Gardzielski guaranteed to move on. Casillas fails Slam Dunk. After a save on the Salmon Ladder may not be good enough to move on. Good enough to eliminate D-Render and put the creator on the bubble. Casey DeViti, however, clears, beating the Klaxon and eliminating the creator. Billy Dixon on the bubble. Running next is Kate McChesney. He's not as lucky, failing on Patriot Pass. Good enough to guarantee Jean-Lucas Schmidt a spot in the main roster. Billy Dixon not as lucky though. He's going to be eliminated. Kevin Brecky with Kate McChesney on the bubble. Fails on Hazard Run. Eliminates Kate McChesney, but he's going to be on the bubble soon. Bubba Ace on the bubble as Kyle Foley runs next and fails the first obstacle. Leo Provo, meanwhile, fails Slam Dunk, eliminates Bubba Ace, puts Kevin Brecky on the bubble as Matthew Doan runs next with Jordan Coward now guaranteed to move on. Matthew Doan clears with 0.13 of a second left. An eighth of a second. Give or take a few milliseconds. Oops. No, I just put one. Philip Scott, Mr. Musso running next with Jimmy Chang on the bubble. He's going back to the main roster. 9 clears so far. Scheibner on the bubble. Jimmy Chang out of it. Shine Raya running next. They fail on Slam Dunk, putting them in 15th place. Putting themselves on the bubble as Scheibner's out of it. Come on. Topaz Neo fails the first obstacle.
God damn it.
That's rough. Rough day for Topaz Neo, but Betty Kins, meanwhile, he times out on Mountain Flag, but that'll be good enough. Shine Raya is out of it. Neil Provo is on the bubble. Alvin Tan Shon Kwang now guaranteed to move on. Will Yuchen Shao again join them? Yes, 16 seconds on the clock. Provo's out of it. Evan Mail on the bubble. It's either going to be him moving on to the main roster or Zach Akenstein. And it's going to be Evan Mail. Killer of the stage is Slam Dunk. Here's your top 15 in order. Moving on to the main roster. Ethan Gardzielski, Bo Lewis, Yu-Chen Shao, Philip Scott, Casey DeViti, Jean-Lucas Schmidt, Callum Price, Curtis Tran, Jordan Cowart, Matthew Doan, Benny Kins, Kane Casillas, Alvin Tan Chuan Kwang, Giovanni Lopez, and Evan Mail by the skin of his teeth. Leo Provo just missed out. However, is Kai Diol in the top 15? Kai Diol, I believe.
He's an Elite Shadow, I believe.
What?
He's an Elite Shadow.
He's in Elite Shadow, fair. And so is Joe Moravsky. So it's just going to be these 15 moving on to the main roster. As for the rest of you, there's always next week. But in the meantime, we're going to decide our Chatter's champion soon as we move on to the back half of the course. Stage 5 in a minute. Stage 5 is Overvoid. It consists of 8 obstacles and is a balance theme stage. First is a new obstacle in Log Runner, Flying Chute EX. First split decision between Greater Wall and Tire Run. Buyoishi from Kunoichi 4 to Kunoichi 8. Torenban, specifically from Kunoichi 8. Metal Spin, I remembered to add it this time. Shisozu, second split decision, I can't talk, between Dino Wall and Durando. From here on out, if you clear, you move on. If you don't, you're out. Time limit is 130 seconds. Last week's clear rate was 30 to 18 to 2 to 0. Yeah, let me adjust a few things and we can start stage 6. The debutants are out, and it's down to 2 chatters. Who clears? It was 16 to 2 to 0. It was 16. No, it was 18. What am I talking about? Alright, here we go. It's time to kick off stage 5 in the back half of the course. With the salesman, Yuji Urushihara. Fails the second obstacle. Daniel Gill. He's going to stage 6. We will not have a stage 5 wipeout. Will Lebsack get back there again? No! Budoishi! Takes out the back-to-back-to-back last man standing. Rough night for Caden Lebsack. Jun Sato. He's going to stage 6. 41 seconds left after a save on the Dino Wall. Charlie Ball. 36 seconds. He's moving on. Alberti. He may have made the time limit a little too loose. Tatarovich. Never mind. Miller. Oh, the Dino Wall. 4 clears so far. Fortier. 25 seconds. He moves on. 5 for 9. David Campbell. A fail on the Greater Wall, and save on Flying Chute, and a fail on Torenban. Hans Hertz. He moves on. Tyler Smith. Saving on the Dino Wall, he moves on. Yusuke. Got it! He beats the Klaxon, but only just. Lansford. He's got it. Bergstrom. Yes! Lewis. Brando takes out the champion. Gravier. He moves on. Vance Walker. Got it. Erdos. Yes. Kai Diol. It's either going to be him or Joe Moravsky as your Chatter's champion. He's going to stage 6 after a save on Dino Wall. Oliver Lutman. Failing on Tire Run after a save on an earlier segment. Feinberg. The finalist moves on. Bruna. Flying Chute. In order for Moravsky to stay in the in contention for the Chatters Championship, he's got to beat Stage 5 again. Can he? Yes, after a save on Metal Spin. He's going back to Stage 6. He's not out of it yet. Bergstrom. He's got it. Sharif. Yes. Thomas. The most we can get is 22. Brokton. And finally, here come the Folsoms. Sam. And Phil. They both move on. We're down to 22 people. I think we just
Wait,
topped
22 clears?
22 clears.
Yep.
Oh my god.
We made the
Damn,
time
I
limit
wonder
too
what's
lenient.
gonna happen next.
We made the time limit too lenient. Well, shit. Daniel Gill, Sato, Ball, Alberti, Fortier, Hans Smith, Yusuke, Lansford, Bergstrom, Gravier, Vance, Eridos, Diol, Feinberg, Ralphie, Bergstrand, Sharif, Thomas, Proktan, and the Folsoms. Killer of Stage 5 is the Flying Shoots. Stage 6. That was freaking quick. In a moment. Can you tell this intro was rushed? Stage 6 is FTL Supernova. It consists of 12 obstacles divided into 2 segments. One timed, one untimed. First is the Milky Way. UFO Slider. Slam Dunk. Again. Metronomes. Hang Moo. Split decision between Box Office and Sticker Star. And Final Frontier Type J from Jose no Muso. Time limit is 120 seconds, and should you beat that... Let me turn the BGM down a little bit. You'll have a decision to make in the back half of Stage 6. You'll either face Andromeda, consisting of Astro Glider, Area 51, Devil Pegs, Ring Chaser, Bombay Grasper, and Air Surfer, no rest points, or Triangulum, consisting of Triangle Alley, Wheel Flip, Over Under, Kite Surfer, the Clacker, and Space Station. No rest points. 22 remain. 2 of them are chatters. How many of them will move on to Stage 7? Last week, we had just 2 out of 18. Surely we can do better than that with 22, right? Really hoping I didn't just jinx it by saying that. But running first is Kingdom Ninja, Daniel Gill. And he moves on with 5 seconds. We finally move on to Stage 7. It would be the second time in this era. He failed the literal first move of Walking Drum. Let's see what he does. He selects Andromeda, saving on the Astro Glider. Can he reach Stage 7 for the second time? Ring Chaser takes him out of the equation.
And it's an easy skyhook.
It's quote-unquote easy skyhook. Damn it,
Oh
Daniel.
my god.
Okay. Daniel Gill is out of it. Down to just 21 people. Running next is Jun Sato. And he times out on Final Frontier Type J. That was the last move. It was by less than 1.5 seconds. Damn, that was close. Sato's out of it. Charlie Ball, meanwhile. Slam dunk! Save on the first Lachey. Fail on the second. Tom Alberti, meanwhile. And he moves on with 15 seconds. Let's see what he selects. Andromeda. See, finally, people are actually selecting Andromeda rather than just everyone picking Triangulum. He is going to Stage 7! Tom Alberti. This is the second time he's been to Stage 7 in this era. He gets another shot against the Unholy Trinity. Right next, though, is Loic Fortier. Ooh. He's done it before in his debut appearance in OMEGA⁴. Can he do it in OMEGA⁴ against FTL Supernova? Slam dunk says hell no. That takes him out of it. Hans Hertz. And it was close. He's going to the back half with 3.5 on the clock. He selects triangle him. Come on, dude. Kite Surfer. Back half. Charlie Ball. Can he? Yes! Charlie Ball's going to stage 7. We are 2 for 6. Charlie Ball. And he's never... Okay, so this is his first time getting to stage 7 in this era. I do not recall if he's gotten to stage 7 in previous eras, but he's our 29th unique semifinalist in OMEGA⁴. And we matched what we had last week. Great job, guys. Tyler Smith. And no! Final Frontier! I thought he had that. Yusuke Morimoto. Gonna get back to stage 7. Box office takes out the Prince. Whoa, we're still losing a lot of big names. Hollis Lansford. He's... Whoa, less than a second. Going to the back half of stage 6. He selects Andromeda. And so far... Oh, come on. Air Surfer left. He's going to stage 7. Lansford. Hollis Lansford. I don't think he's been stage 7 either. Hollis Lansford makes it 30 unique semi-finalists in OMEGA⁴. How many more semi-finalists will we have? That's the question that we asked.
This is already better than last week.
Yeah, already. We're 9 runs in. We're already doing better than we did last week. Claeb Bergstrom could do it again. And he does. Going to the back half, at least, of stage 6. And his selection? Andromeda. Come on. Surely. He's done it once. Or has he? He did it! Either way, he did it again! Claeb Bergstrom's going back to stage 7.
Oh yeah, he also nearly posted Daniel Gill on Wing Chase.
He saves on Air Surfer. He almost failed. He saved on the same spot that Daniel Gill did on freaking Ring Chaser. Caleb, what the hell? Okay. We're at 4 already. Clement Cravier, meanwhile. Yes! No problems in the front half. And his selection is Andromeda again. See, now we have the opposite problem. Not enough people selecting Triangulum. And that's because Andromeda is apparently no problem for these competitors. Because Clement Cravier has just gone back to stage 7 for the first time in this era. Nope, the second time. In this era alone, he's a 2-time semifinalist of OMEGA⁴. We now move on to... Oh, we move on to Vance Walker. Can he actually get back to stage 7 this time? Come on, Vance. No! And as I kind of I don't know why I figured this would happen. Vance Walker fails slam dunk. Well, damn. Jackson Erdos. Hang Moo takes out the champ. Kai Diol. He saves on metronomes just to fail on Hang Moo. Kai Diol trying to be your Chatter's champion again. Slam dunk. Save on it. And then a fail on the dismount. Max Feinberg trying to get back to stage 7. So he can become 2 for 2 on it. He fails on Final Frontier. Joe Moravsky knows the mark to beat. In order to become your Chatter's champion and deny Kai Diol the championship, he must get past the dismount of Slam Dunk. Your new Chatter's champion is Joe Moravsky. He fails on box office. That is, ladies and gentlemen, we just witnessed history, by the way. Joe Moravsky has just hit double digits. He is now a 10-time Chatter's champion. By a country mile. The most last Shatter standing wins in Omega's history. But that'll do it. As sad as it is, that'll do it for the chatters. It's all up to the dudes now. Luke Beckstrand running next. I believe we're down to still 5 clears. Luke Beckstrand. We're gonna need a few more than that. Luke Beckstrand could make it 6. Already way better than last week. And it's not even too many either. His selection. Triangulum. Will that come back to bite him in the ass? Luke Beckstrand. And the answer to that question is a resounding no. Triangulum is no problem for Luke Beckstrand. He's going to stage 7 for the second time in this era. We've already been going for 2 hours, 10 minutes. We're going to be here a while. Elion Sharif, and I apologize if these broadcasts have been taking so long. The pacing is just awful. Sharif, trying to make it 7. No, he will not. Slam dunk. After save on the first Lachey, he fails on the dismount. Isaiah Thomas. I don't know why so many people are failing on the dismount. Isaiah Thomas fails sticker star.
You know, like, there's like, I guess you could say like an endless explanation because like, slam dunk is directly into metronomes, and you know, and people can
that's
just
true.
mess up the transition to the metronomes. Like, you know,
That's
eat food, yeah, and yeah.
That's fair. Oh, whoops. I almost just digested Yuri Pruktin. Slam dunk. It's down to the Folsom, starting with Sam. And he moves on to the back half with 5 seconds on the clock. And his selection is Triangulum. Can he get back to stage 7? Looking good. Can he? Yes! We will have a Folsom in stage 7. Of course, and it's Sam. And believe it or not, this is his first time getting to stage 7 in OMEGA⁴. Which is really surprising, actually. 1 run left, and it's his brother, Phil. Come on, we have both of them at stage 7. He's going to the back half with over 20 seconds left. And his selection, the last one of stage 6, is Triangulum again. Fairly equal as to who selected what stage. And we have 2 Folsoms in stage 7. Oh, there's a chance. I'm loving our chances now. 8 people moving on to stage 7. 2 of them are Folsoms. And they're running last. Phil Folsom is a 3-time semifinalist in this era. Killer of stage 6 is Slam Dunk. We're down to 8. Tom Alberti, Hans Hertz, Hollis Lansford, Claeb Bergstrom, Clément Crevier, Luke Beckstrand, and the Folsoms. I'm gonna be honest. I'm loving our chances right now. I'm feeling good about the stage 7. Cool. No adjustments as well. It's gonna come down to, like, who's gonna get to the end. Stage 7 in a moment. Stage 7, that's the wrong transition, is Unholy Trinity. The divine comedy of Ninja Machine. And to my knowledge, the most difficult upper body gauntlet in Ninja Machine's history. It consists of 13 obstacles divided into 3 segments. First is the core strength segment, Inferno. Walking Drum, Planet Bridge 2.0 directly into Omega Body Prop. Double Devil into Donkey Teeth. Next is the Bartek segment, Purgatorio. Noah's Ark, up for grabs, Salmon Slayer. No rest points. Finally, Paradiso, slightly nerfed but not attempted last week. Slogies, Stegosaurus Vertical Limit, Brad's corner without the paddle cliffs directly into good luck. Finally, 7.13 has only been attempted twice. Heartbreak, Armageddon. Super Lumberjack Climb, Sleepy Sidewinder, and the Heartbreaker, consecutively. Should anyone survive this, it will be our second finalist in this era. Will anyone survive? 8 athletes remain. They now face the Divine Comedy of Ninja. Running first is a 3-time semifinalist of Omega. In a WNL event, he placed 3rd. His name is Tom Alberti. For the 2nd time in this era, he now faces Unholy Trinity. The only question that remains, will we see a final tonight? It all starts with Tom Alberti. Put the pace at 4. Inferno. Starting with Walking Drum. Good so far. Making his way into Planet Bridge. And this is directly into the Omega body prop. Which Alberti is taken out on. However, getting there is no easy feat. We're part of a very elite group, like 30 people. But still, really impressive. 7 remain. This next runner does not have a BGM, but it is Hans Hertz. Any info on this dude?
In his debut appearance on ANW, he reached the final stage.
He is an ANW finalist. Damn. That is really impressive. And in terms of semifinals appearance, stage 7 appearances, he's only been there once. That was all the way back in OMEGA⁴. Very early on into OMEGA⁴. Howley Fair in OMEGA⁴ stage 7, Unholy Trinity starts with Inferno. In order to take the lead from Alberti, he's just got to beat the Omega body prop, saving on drum 3 of Walking Drum, though. Using his resiliency that early on is not a good sign. Planet Bridge. He takes a fall on Planet Bridge. We're down to 6. And this next runner does not have a BGM either. It is Hollis Lansford. Any info on this dude?
See, I know he's like one of the more skilled UK ninjas. That's all I know about him. Like, he's like one of the best. Yeah, that's all I know.
One of the bigger names in terms of ninja, in
the UK scene.
Yeah, the ninja scene in the United Kingdom. Obviously, this is his first time getting to stage 7.
He may be Fuji, so that's one thing.
True. Let's see what he does against Inferno. Again, in order to take the lead, he's just got to beat the Omega body prop. 2 people have attempted this stage thus far. Nobody's gotten past 7.2. Or 7.3, sorry. Alberti passed it. Can Hollis Lansford past the Planet Bridge 2.0? He saves on it. Again, using that resiliency so early on to take the lead from Alberti on the Omega body prop. He's got it. Second rest point. Double Devil. Can he be the first to reach Purgatorio? Donkey Teeth, Bullet Cold in a semicircular configuration. They are ascending. And he fails on Book 5. Nearly reaching Purgatorio. 3 runs in, and they've all failed on Inferno. The back half of what's left of this roster is stacked, though. I mean, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. 5 athletes remain. Running next is a ANW champion. He is Omega's 2nd champion. He is Baby Bergie himself, Claeb Bergstrom. Your last man standing from last week's tournament. He once again faces Unholy Trinity. Last time he was here, he was bested by the only new obstacle in Up for Grabs. But now he has a shot at revenge against the Unholy Trinity, starting with Inferno. Walking drum. He fails on drum 9. The champion is out of it. Nobody's gotten past 7.3. We might not have a final after all. Things are looking grim, folks. 4 athletes remain. Running next is a 3-time finalist and a 2-time champion of Ninja Warrior France. Finalist of Omega, tragic hero, Clément Gravier. One of the greatest ninjas ever to hail from France. See how he does in Unholy Trinity. In terms of his Stage 7 appearances, he's done it twice in OMEGA⁴. Other than that, I know he's done it in OMEGA⁴ because, well, he's a finalist. He was a former finalist. Never did, or OMEGA⁴, sorry. And I think that is, he did it twice in OMEGA⁴. So he is a 5-time semifinalist as of tonight. Let's see what he does against Inferno. In order to take the lead from Lansford, he's got to be Donkey Teeth. We know he can handle it. I cannot recall his best result. Pretty sure he's been farther than Inferno.
Like, that's corner, maybe?
Minor Bridge 2.0. Nothing he can't handle, but Omega body props, still with no rest points. Got it! Second to reach the second rest point. Double Devil. Donkey Teeth. In order to take the leads, got to get past book 5. Got it! And he saves on the last book on the way to Purgatorio. Whew. In order to match Claeb Bergstrom's performance from last week, he's got to pass Up for Grabs. See if he can handle it. Come on, Clément. Noah's Ark. Up for Grabs. Salmon Slider. No rest points. Flying bar cradles. We know he can handle them. We know he can bar Bartek. He beat the lightning bolts to reach the final and stage in OMEGA⁴. Up for Grabs. Will he be its first victor in OMEGA⁴? Got it! Salmon Slider! Can he actually reach Paradiso? Track! Dismount! He's got it! Clément's going to Paradiso. Y'all, there's a chance. Brad's Corner has been nerfed. It is now the elite female version directly into a reverse grab. The only thing that has been removed is the paddle cliffs, which is the hardest part of that obstacle. But it's still directly into good luck. Let's see if Clément can handle it. If he gets past that, it's just Heartbreak Armageddon left. Slogies. The first sloper takes out the tragic hero. He's denied a shot against Brad's Corner. Finger strength. It's clearly not a strong suit right now. Ooh, we're down to 3. Oops, that's the wrong BGM. This next runner does not have a BGM. Speaking of BGMs. And it's Luke Beckstrand. And the info on this dude.
I see he's like a 2-time national finalist on ANW. And he did reach stage 2 in his rookie season.
That is very impressive. And lately in Omega, he seems to be overshadowing his brother consistently. See how he handles Inferno. He's got a long way to go to becoming your last man standing. This is his second time reaching stage 7 in OMEGA⁴. Planet Bridge. Just gotta get to Paradiso, get past the first Slogie, or the first Sloper, in order to take the lead from Clement Gravier. Omega body prop. Nothing you can't handle. Second rest point. Double Devil and Donkey Teeth now. Looking good going into Donkey Teeth. These bug holds are so difficult to hang on to, and he fails at the same spot as Hollis Lansford. Oh, and it comes down to the Folsoms. This next runner also does not have a BGM. It's Sam Folsom. And if I recall correctly, in OMEGA⁴, he was one jump short of becoming our first finalist at the time in OMEGA⁴. He failed the last jump of Ho-Oh. And now he's back in stage 7. Again. Ladies and gents, here come the Folsoms! Inferno! Saving on drum 4, that is not a good sign. Come on, Sam. Planet Bridge. We know he can handle this. Omega body prop. Phil Folsom was former #1 in the world. All he can do at this point is watch as his brother Sam reaches the second rest point and takes on Double Devil. And Isabella, I imagine, is watching on as well. Donkey Teeth now. Can he pass book 5? He's got it! And he's on the Purgatorio, second person to get there tonight. Come on. Surely somebody can get to Brad's corner. Purgatorio. Noah's Ark up for grabs. Salmon Slider. Up for grabs. It's only been beaten once, and it was earlier tonight. It was by Clement Gravier. It's only been attempted twice so far. Claeb Bergstrom failed it last week. And Sam Folsom will be attempt number 3. Got the dismount. Now for the moment of truth on up for grabs. He fails on the 3rd bar. We are 1 for 3 on that obstacle. It is a lot more difficult than it looks. Up for grabs is a 9. Noah's Ark and Salmon Slayer, if I recall, is a 10, or both 10s. We're down to 1. Only one person's reached Paradiso. Man, this is gonna suck. Yeah, things are looking grim. 1 athlete remains. He is 1/3 of the TNA champions. He is former #1 in the world. He is a 6-time semifinalist. We saw his brother Sam running earlier. But how will Phil Folsom handle stage 7 tonight? The last hope for a final. He's been in this position before. Last week, he came up short and failed on Inferno. And he ended OMEGA⁴. Considering he's the last person to run again, you gotta believe a lot of pressure is riding on this man. Inferno. Now is his chance for redemption. Redemption or reoccurrence. It is final or bust for Phil Folsom. Planet Bridge 2.0. Clearly nothing he can't handle. Omega body prop, on the other hand, got that down too. Second rest point. On to Double Devil. Saving on the Devil steps. Not a good sign. He did use his resiliency. Not failing on book 5. He's going to Purgatorio. Perhaps there is hope. There have been so many cases in Omega where the last man standing gets to the final. when we least expected. It happened with Enzo. It happened with Feinberg. It happened with Erdos. What happened with Phil? Purgatorio. If he fails at any point, this tournament is over. In order to take the lead from Clément Gravière, he's basically just got to reach Purgatorio and get past the first sloper. Dismount on Noah's Ark. He's on to up for grabs. There are 3 bar maneuvers. 1 more, and then it's the salmon slider. Come on. Looking good. Track. Dismount. Paradiso. Oh, God, there's a chance. Phil, he's definitely redeemed himself. But how much farther can he go? 5 obstacles away from the final stage. We finally see it again tonight. Slogies. He's got the best result. But can he go all the way? Stegosaurus vertical limit. Saving on the vertical limit hold. Brad's corner. Paddle limits. Ledges removed. There are 7 ledges. What the hell? Got the jump. Reverse grab. Got it, Brad. Good luck. No, he fails ledge 2, and that's it. So close.
Oh, that was our closest yet. Or one of the closest.
Yeah, definitely one of the closest so far, and my outro BGM has been taken down. Again. Well. I'll have to look for it in a bit.
It was Arcelius, Alan Valieux, then Maxime Desportes.
Those are the 3 best debutants. Phil Folsom. That close to a final. But he's bringing the newly nerfed Brad's corner. It has 7 ledges, a jump, and a reverse grab. However, no final tonight. He will take the best result. He will be your last man standing. Killer of the stage is Donkey Teeth. Let's look at the leaderboard. One of these days, somebody's got to get there.
We could bring back Yuval Shema.
Oh God, you're right. Best debutant, Maxime Despois. Chatter's champion for the 10th time and the 3rd week in a row, Joe Moravsky. And he's not in the top 10, but obviously he's coming back next week along with the 15 who passed the Chatter's challenge. Women's champion is Jessica Pills. She'll be in number 85. Moravsky will be in number 80 next week. But as for our top 10, Tyler Smith, Daniel Gill, Claeb Bergstrom, Hans Hertz, Tom Alberti, Hollis Lansford, Luke Beckstrand, Sam Folsom, Clément Gravière, and your last man standing is Phil Folsom. No finals tonight. Until next week, my name is Cameron Colcloud for Donovan Lester and Vetty Kings for Radium and Stats for all of you guys watching at home. This has been OMEGA⁴ Limit Break. Fare thee well.